Hey everybody, you're watching the channel that nobody watches, the Punk Hiro Show, and I'm your host, unfortunately for you, as always, Punk Hiro, and it is time for another episode of Strange Cinema! Alright, welcome back everybody, and today we're going to be talking about David Cronenberg and his 1981 film, Scanners. But before we crack into this criterion, let's talk about business. Let's talk about the upcoming film, my film, The Shed, starring Lee Pierce and Linnea Quigley. Down below there's a link where you can click on the Facebook page. If we get 200 followers, there's going to be a trailer. There's not going to be a trailer until we get 200 followers. So you guys go there, click follow, or I don't even know what you do there. And I'm sorry I had to turn the lightsaber off because it was making too much noise. All right, let's talk about Scanners. Let's take a in-depth look at the case. This was released by Criterion. But first, let's check out the trailer.
I would like to scan all of you in this room, one at a time. I must remind you that the scanning experience is usually a painful one, sometimes resulting in nosebleeds, earaches, stomach cramps, nausea, sometimes other symptoms of a similar nature. At this point, I'd like to call for volunteers. Fine. Just, sit right here, please. Now, I'd like you to think of something specific.
Do I have to close my eyes?
It doesn't matter.
All right, yes, I have something.
The mind force. Scanners. Their thoughts can kill.
Okay guys, so the case itself is exactly what you would think of when you think of Criterion. This thing is fantastic. It has all the bells and whistles, amazing artwork, amazing detail. There's even a little booklet on the inside. So for that, I give this thing an A+. There is a brand new 2K transfer that looks great. There's 3 discs, it's 1 Blu-ray and 2 DVDs. I have to tell you that the extra features are amazing. As always, oh, look at that cover. Michael Ironside. Is it Ironside or Ironsides? I don't know. In my opinion, Criterion totally knocked it out of the park. Of course, you're going to have to pay $40, but my real big problem is the film itself. I hated it. You can find better acting and better cinematography on Pornhub, and the ambiguity in this film is unbelievable. I could understand if they were going for an artsy-fartsy film or even a Kubrick-type film, but there's no need for ambiguity in like a Highlander type movie. Basically, this is Highlander with no action. Instead of going around New York City and chopping each other's heads off, they just use telekinesis to make their heads explode. And the acting is so weird. The acting is so weird. It's like they're robots or something. Seriously. It's like they're trying to be robots? I don't know. Oh my god, this thing is so confusing. So, Michael Ironside is a scanner, and there's like 237 of them in the world or whatever. His name is Daryl, and he has this brother named Cameron, who is equally as powerful as he is. But Daryl, Michael Ironside, is trying to kill off all of the scanners, just like in Highlander, which is kind of weird because Michael Ironside was in Highlander too, right? His brother Cameron is being trained by a guy named Dr. Ruth or something like that. Dr. Paul Ruth? Yeah, Dr. Paul Ruth. And he's training him and teaching him how to be the most powerful scanner there can possibly be. Well, it turns out that Dr. Ruth, not Westheimer, is the father of both Steven and Daryl. Yes, I said it. Steven and Daryl are brothers. So there's this big confrontation at the end between Michael Ironside and Cameron, and it is so ungodly confusing. My God, this thing is so weird. Like, this definitely meets every criteria you could possibly want for a strange film. Everything about it is strange. The strangest part, the part that blows my mind, no pun intended, because, you know, this whole movie's about heads exploding, is that this thing cost like over $4 million to make. Where did the money go? Nothing happens. Nothing happens. They stick a couple firecrackers and some dummies' heads and put some corn syrup inside of there and watch it explode. Where did the money go? By 1981 standards, $4 million was a lot of money. For example, in 1976, we had Carrie, which I think might be the ultimate ESP telekinesis type film. That was under $2 million to make. It cost less than $2 million. Why did this cost $4 million? I don't get it. It blows my mind. I'm a Cronenberg fan. I love Naked Lunch. I love The Fly. I love Crash. I love The Existence. But this just wasn't for me. Save your money. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching Strange Cinema. Yet another installment. I think this is Strange Cinema number 3. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. Press that like button. Ring the bell. Do whatever you have to do. Please keep supporting my videos. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try to make them higher quality each and every time. And there's a surprise this week. Perhaps there's going to be one of the cast members from the movie The Shed, my movie, this week, later this week. You don't know. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm going to surprise you guys. Could be Linnea Quigley. I don't know. Could be Linnea Quigley. It's probably not. But until next time, I am out of here.